Nice shadow I'm creating at the start of day 118. Bruce has just dropped me off at Helwick Street in Wanaka, which is where I left the trail on Friday. So it's now Sunday morning, the 19th of February, and I'm heading around to Glendu Bay, then up to the Motatapu, which is a challenging track, which will take over 3 or 4 days into Queenstown, and one less day into Araroa. So day 118 starts here. Just leaving Wanaka behind now. Good little view there. Hopefully the sun doesn't ruin the video. But I've just walked around the bay so far, and I'm now heading around a bit of a bend, so Wanaka will disappear as I head towards Glendu Bay. Probably not quite halfway around there yet, but again, making good progress. A bit cloudy this morning. There's no forecast of rain, as far as I'm aware. It's looking a little bit dark, but we'll just see how we go. Definitely getting a little bit darker. Water getting a little bit choppy on the lake. Do hope it holds out. Hardly seen any rain in the South Island. Fingers crossed. And indeed Wanaka reappears. Bit of a steep climb that one. Short and sharp. About 2.5 k's now to Glendu Bay. Track's been, well, it's good here, but it's been very stony and a little bit undulating. Maybe I'm just tired. I just thought it was going to be a really easy track, and it's probably not been quite as easy as I thought. But still going okay. It's going to be roughly 3 hours from Wanaka to Glendu Bay. Almost there. Trail's taking me through a camping ground. This is just the end of it. It's been a huge, really big camping ground here in Glendu Bay. So I've been walking on my own this morning, but about to catch up with Luke, who's going to join me for the climb up to the hut. So I'll be joining him in a couple of k's. He hitched it here this morning. Of course, I don't do hitching, so we'll look up it very shortly. Look at the hills around there, they're absolutely parched. Amazing how dry it is down here at the moment. I'm just in the middle of nowhere, a bike park. Congratulations to St Helens, my hometown, who became the World Club Champions last night, beating Penrith in Australia. First British team to win in the Super League era, going back to the 1990s. Well done, St Helens. The Motatapus have got a reputation for being quite steep. I'm trying to work out which peak I'm going up. There's 4 up and downs. I suspect it's the one that's straight ahead. Time will tell. Just caught it with Luke, and we are starting the Motatapu trek right now. Just leaving the car park. A nice little walk so far. Today's not the strenuous part, I think. Parts of the second hut's a little bit worse, far more strenuous. You're more than likely to do that tomorrow. Turned into a bit of a gnarly mess now. Tree trunk after tree trunk. Just really difficult going, really slow going as well. Not my favourite sort of track. Anyway, looks a little bit more formed for a few moments, then there's another tree coming up as well. And the track has just turned into one massive tree trunk after tree trunk. Really is heavy going. It's about 2 k's from the hutch, so the sooner we get there the better. Lots of fallen trees on this track. That was unique to the North Island originally. You're not seeing it much in the South Island, but this has been definitely needs a bit of TLC, this track. We're getting too close to maybe the tree line, or maybe not. So hopefully things will improve. 2 k's from the hut. Another tree down. That's got a little bit easier on the track itself though. a bit more formed. It's a bit of a sizable spider there, young Luke. Wow. And there's the Fern hut, 500 metres ahead. So hopefully this is a fairly straightforward track to the hut. And I think that's where I'll be stopping for the night. So it's about 2:10. And this is the Fern hut. And I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to be staying here tonight. Feeling pretty tired now. It's funny how a rest day can sometimes do that to you. Almost certainly going to be room here, which is going to be good. And here we go. Just young Simon all on his own. Got to the hut around about 2:15, ended up going for a sleep straight away. I just felt so tired today. It's funny how after a rest day your body just sort of reacts that way. The hut's very busy. There were 20 people here tonight, including Simon, who's giving us a wave, and a few people who are tenting as well. So yeah, it's busy in there. Not all TA hikers, some have just come up for a day hike from Wanaka. Day 190, tomorrow is going to be a tough one. There's in total 1500 metres elevation and 1500 metres drop if I want to make it to Rosie's hut, which is only 17 k's away, but it's going to be an early start tomorrow and just see how far I can get. Hopefully make it to Rosie's. And I think this is going to end up being a 4-day section. Had sort of vague hopes of making it a 3-day section. That's just not going to happen. Today was just, it was tough and gnarly. It was quite an easy section relatively, but the section from Wanaka to Glendu Bay was by the side of the lake, but it was a little bit undulating, lots of stones and stuff to climb over. And then the next section from the car park from Glendu Bay up to the hut was wasn't as easy as it was led to believe on the notice board at the bottom of the car park. There was lots of tree trunks, gnarly tree trunks, and I just wasn't ready for it and not in the right frame of mind. So good to be here, but I will be a different person tomorrow, ready to hit those hills. And that was day 118.